hello, back at it again. It is, I can't even remember the date. It's Monday, January 5th, 7:01 in the morning. Got out here right around 4:30ish. It's been an interesting morning. I've done a couple of deliveries, earned my time on DoorDash. They had peak pay on the first run, which was, let me remember, I think it wasn't Shipley's. I don't remember the first order. Second one was Shipley's Donuts, if I remember correctly. The third one was Starbucks. I have made $46. There's good and bad to it. Obviously, the money in my pocket's good. The peak pay, that was like $2 an hour on the first one. I mean, it was nice. It was a $1 tip, so I mean, I ended up waiting a while, and it was at Whataburger. That's what it was. Whataburger, I believe. Yeah, Whataburger. And it wasn't really great, even with the peak pay. It was like $7. I drove way too far. Second order was okay. Starbucks order, one in Belton. I was coming back from Three Creeks, and it took me an hour, at least an hour, to get to the Starbucks because traffic going I-35 north is just jammed and stopped. I contacted the customer on DoorDash, let them know that traffic is stopped. Try to contact support on DoorDash. It was all chat, like a bot chat type of deal. It wasn't really getting me where I wanted to go. But eventually I got it, and I ended up going back to Three Creeks. And now here I am, trying to get back to the house in a reasonable time to bring my wife to work. But yeah, that one delivery was like 20. I mean, it kind of stinks for the customer because it was a $7 tip, so it was a good customer. And I provided the best service I could. It was just the traffic was stuck because the customer tipped $7 and it wasn't a big Starbucks order. The customer did not message back, but I let them know that I was stuck in traffic, and as soon as I got the order, I let them know I was on their way. I was on the way to their house. 11 minutes later, they got their Starbucks. So I'm at $46 for the day at 7 in the morning, which is good. I haven't checked. Well, I checked to see if there was a contract violation. It wasn't immediate. When I get to the house, I'll check again. But I can tell you what, I am not getting on I-35 right now. I'm going to stay on this access road from coming back from Three Creeks Boulevard, and I am going to hit 317 and cruise that all the way back to the house. Because if it takes me an hour to get to the house, my wife will be late for work, and it's 7 o'clock, and she doesn't have to be there till 8. So that's the strategy. Let's see, other things. We got, yesterday I worked like a half a day, which sounds like it's not a lot, but I worked from, I went from 4:30 to 6 and did one order. Went home, I took a nap. I think I mentioned that on the last video. If not, now you know. And then I worked until about 12, a little after 12 o'clock. And then I went to my daughter's practice and her scrimmage game, which ended up being 2 games. So she was working it out. She was getting it done, though. My daughter was getting it done on that baseball field, let me tell you. She did not, she failed catching a couple of pop flies that went in her glove. It's like, if you saw her, she's an itty bitty thing. She would catch it, and then, her whole glove would go to the ground, and she just didn't pitch it off in time. But she was making plays. She was playing shortstop and making plays at second base. She was being the cutoff person when she needed to. She was hitting the ball, getting on base and making runs. She was making runs because of her speed and listening to her coaches. So I was very proud of her performance on both games, performing back-to-back games, and against against some pretty good teams. Like the last team, I mean, the girls on those teams were so big. It looked like, it's 8U, so it's between the ages of 7 and 10. And some of those girls are so big. I mean, they were taller than my wife. I'm like, man, like some of these girls looked like they could have drove themselves to the game. So, but they did really well. I was proud of them. And then went home and, went on with the rest of the day. So, but, did make a truckload of money yesterday, man. It was a little on the slow slide for Sunday, but made what I could. I mean, I still hit right around $100, which is really not a lot speaking the hours I work. But it's not coffee and roses all the time in gig work, man. Like some days, you hit almost $300, and other days you hit like 130, 150. I mean, it really depends. Right now, this pace is on pace to be a pretty good day. Speaking, I got almost $50, and it's not even 7 o'clock. I thought switch subjects. I thought my daughter had school today, but she doesn't. She goes back to school tomorrow, which gives me some grind time today, extra time. It is winter time, so it gets dark kind of early, and I trusted her yesterday to hang out with her friends out front, going to their houses, even though it's dark outside. Put the guidelines. If you're gonna be at this person's house, you be at that house. If you go outside to play outside, you come to this house first. You go to someone else's house, you come to that. Keep me up to date. And giving her time limits when to come home. As usual, I was very proud of her. She always gets home before the deadline that I give her. So she shows me a lot of responsibility. Just talking about some daddy, daughter, parent stuff, even though this is more of a gig channel. But the channel's about my life, gig work, and like my personal journal. So if you're watching, that's what you're signing up for, man. Complete stranger that you all probably don't know, and the life that I go through. I'm not going to be on this planet forever, so there's going to be a log of it, and here it is. So, yeah, I was proud of her of that. She came home, had dinner, enjoyed staying up when she could. She took some bruises. She got hit with the ball yesterday pretty good, so she got pretty good bruise on her knees. But she toughs it out really well. What can I say, man? I got a tough little girl. But she stayed up for a bit. I mean, I figured it's her last full night of being on, Christmas break. So let her have as much freedom as she could. Today she has freedom, and then she got to go to bed early tonight and get back on the grind tomorrow. She got school and mathnasium. Get her mind right as well as her body. So that's how that's going down. I'm on 317 right now. Traffic is a lot better on 317, just normal everyday traffic. Well, I'm sorry, I'm on 121 right now. I'm on, I don't know if you call it County Road 121 or Highway 121. It's basically like a small loop. But this will get me to 317. Basically, I'm not getting into that craziness traffic that's on the highway right now. So that's what we got going on. Yeah, that's pretty much it that I can think of. That's pretty much it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let y'all go. I mean, it's been a DoorDash type of morning. Over the weekend, my Uber rate went way up, way down. I think I told you it's down to like 32%. I got all the way up to like 49%, then it dipped down to 43%. So we'll see about getting it back, trying to get it back up to 50. I mean, as soon as I hit 50, it's going to take me from gold all the way up to platinum again. Once I have the 400 points, I'll be back up to diamond like I usually am. And I just like my ratings up higher. I like the idea of getting better orders. I noticed when I'm platinum and diamond, I didn't see the quests before as I did. Now that could have been because of my rating. It also could have been because of y'all go. I'm about ready to get on 317. I'm getting closer to the house. Please wish for me to have a good day. I hope you all have a great day. And if you're going back to your W-2 jobs today, I hope you guys have a productive day. You don't get along with your coworkers and your boss. Workload doesn't get too heavy. You don't get too stressed out. So I'll catch y'all in the next one. Y'all take care. Thanks for listening. Bye.